Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here, back in the custom classic restoration shop. How's everyone doing? In Car Mechanic Simulator 2021, we're at our famous second home here, the junkyard. We're gonna be cruising around looking for some classics today. As you can tell by the upper right-hand corner of the screen, I am back in one of my other shops. Now, it's the fact is that it just didn't feel right being in that other shop. Just stuff didn't, just didn't seem right. So we're back into one where we actually have to pay for everything now, which make it a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm not seeing any real classics kicking around here. And today, however, like I said in the last video, we will be working on our GTO today, the Tempest TVX. Ooh, here we go. What we got going on here? 1963 Aston Martin DB5. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Comes with an i6 TADEC Merrick motor. And needs a seat, rear bumper, rear window. Among other things. You know, it's got a good right side mirror, right window, body window A, which we won't be using. It's got a good hood, which we may fix up. And the left mirror. Well, it's got two good left mirrors. And they're on the hood right there. And overall, it's not bad. I think it looks like it's on all four wheels. Yes, it is. Okay. I wonder what we can get for this one. Alright, well, the estimated car value is at $15,627. They're asking $14,662 for it. So why not? Let's scoop it up. And we're going to bring this one right to the shop. Alright, let's keep on cruising on. Well, I'm not seeing anything else. So, let's get back to the shop and start working on our GTO, shall we? Everybody, here we are back at the custom classic restoration shop. Look at that. It's had a facelift, you know, we got the black siding on it now. We got the white rock on the bottom, or the white brick, I should say. Looking pretty snazzy. Everything matches all the way around. Inside, you know, we got the nice corrugated floor here. We got the nice dark wood flooring over here. And we got these concrete walls, is what there are. And then back here, I made this one specifically nice and clean. You know, nice white floor, only because it's an engine room. You want to keep it clean as possible. But let's head on over to the old paint shop. And let's start getting our parts all painted up. Ready to be put on the car. First things first, we're going to take the air scoop. Ooh, look at that red. Isn't that nice red? I think that's a beautiful red. What y'all think? Alright, that's our red for that. Alright, now we're going to cruise through here. There's the color I'm looking for. You know what? No, I think I'm going to do this. That color. I have a view. I have a view of what I'm doing. Of course, you know, I got to do the red calipers. Of course. And we're going to do more red caliper. Good, good. Alright, now we are going to the bumper. We got all the body panels. I've already test fitted some of them. Alright, this right here, we're going to do it chrome. Good, good, good. Well, it's supposed to be chrome. Doesn't necessarily mean it is, but it's supposed to be. And same with this. We're going to do this the same. Good. And now the front shocks, we're going to do it a little bit different than normal. We're going to do them looking like this. Now you'll understand when we are done what I am doing. Alright, let's keep on cruising on, man. Cruising on. Ooh, that actually would turn out nice, huh? A red block? Interesting. I'm a little bit stuck now. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to go black. Yeah. Alright. Now the cylinder heads, we're also going to do them black. Nice satin black. Let's keep on cruising on. Good. Alright, now we got the head covers, which will be a nice red motif. Good. There we go. Alright, now let's see here. The spring. Let's see. Yeah, let's do these black. I don't know why, but I just feel like they'd look good black. Alright, let's see. Now we need to do the cross member, which we're going to do it. Yeah, we'll do it black. Why not? Why not? The fuel tank, we're going to match the body color with it. We're going to do it the red. Yes, the panels will be going red for the body. This, we're going to do it red to match. Came out. There we go. Beautiful. Now, transmission or gearbox. Let's see here. I think we're going to do this nice silvery color. I think it's going to look good. Alright, now we're going to do this the same as this. It's almost like an Italian silver, nice and bright. Alright, now this definitely is going to be this right here. And then the plug wires are going to be the same. Right here. They're going to be the same. No, they're not. So I may as well do them. Yeah, let's do them silver. Let's be different here a little bit, shall we? Alright, let's see. We got all there. We got all down to there. Alright, now we're going to do the suspension in the rear completely black, minus the U-bolts and the leaf spring plates. Now, I'm still thinking of a color, and I'm almost running out of time here. Actually, I have run out of time. They might actually look good. Yeah, let's do it like this. Why not? Why not? Let's spice it up a bit. Now, for some reason, I bought 4 of them. I don't know why I bought 4 of them, but I bought 4 of them. I only need 2, but, you know, I guess it's better to have too many than not enough, right? Alright, let's keep on cruising on, cruising on. Beautiful. There's not that many pages of parts here. We've only got like 9 pages of parts, so. But I'm also thinking, going back to the other shop, because I want to do a test. Now, I know when you use those blue doohickey thingies up top there, where it says 6,744 in the top right corner of the screen, it's supposed to increase the power and value of the vehicle. Now, I don't know how accurate and how true that is. I really don't. So I think maybe one of these days we're going to do a test on that. You know what I mean? We're going to test it. Yeah, no, we're good with that. Let's do it red. I don't know what oil filter company is red, but we're going to figure that stuff out. I'm going to put the red pan on it. Alright, let's see here. We need this. Let's do this like this. Not supposed to be shiny like that, but it is. It is, man. It is. This we're going to do. And we're going to do it black. The timing cover is going to be silver. But the shocks are also going to be silver. And it's going to be a little bit of a different color factor back there. It really is. Just got to get all the parts here. Good. Alright, now we're almost done. This is where I've been having a bit of an issue here. I'm thinking chrome. Maybe black them right out completely. Maybe do the red, silver. Can't go wrong with chrome, right? Alright, we're almost there, man. We got the upper control arms and those center caps. I'm pretty sure that should be just, well, and the starter as well. We got that to do as well, which we will do that red. Oh, and we also got the overcharger intake as well. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that yet. I might just leave it alone, or see if we can't make it look good with the chrome. And I think we're going to leave it alone. Put that nice bright chrome on it, you know what I mean? Alright, now this is going to be this one, right here, the silver. We'll do that one chrome. I was like, no, let's not do that. Alright, alright. The upper and lower control arms are both red. Which makes sense because I did the shock, silver. The spring for the shock, black. So basically we're going to have all the colors tied in together all the way throughout the car. So I hope this works out good. You know, we've got the interior done. Well, it's not in the car yet, but we got to put it in. We've got all the body panels, including the aftermarket hood, as you can tell. The hood say. And yeah. Alright, I think we're done here. Now, let's go back and start ripping apart that car, shall we? Alrighty, here we are at the car, the GTO. But before we start digging into this, we're going to go get our engine all set up back here. So, when the time comes, and we've got our handy-dandy little welder there doing all the magical work for us, we can just come back here and start winging stuff off, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm going to start with the center crank bolt. Actually, maybe we'll do the engine first. Nah, we'll wait. Alright. Perfect. Awesome. Alright. Wrong way. This way. Alright, now let's put this up in the air. Let's grab this. Bring this over to car lift B. Alright, let's grab our handy-dandy little welder here. Bring this over to car lift B as well. So when the time comes, we zip, 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 put it all together. I haven't put the wheels or nothing together yet either. Oh no. That's okay. Take off the brake shoe, the wheel cylinder, backing plate. Oh, hey, whoa, hey. Running into a bit of an issue here. Let's take out the rear knuckle housing C, B, you know, disc brakes. Nope, drum brakes. That's right. Let's get this little bushing out of the way. Let's get the drive shaft out of the way. Now this is going to be our car for the shop. Now this is our drag car. Until a certain other model of car comes up. But we're not going to be getting rid of it. Now maybe we might sell this one later on down the road if we get our DR Blaze Edgewood Hellcat. You know what I mean? Good. Let's get this plate out of the way. Let's get the weave spring gone. Good. Let's get the rear shock. All right, jump on over here to the driver's side. Let's get this tire out of the way. And we're going to be running this as a small tire car, 275/60/16, which I believe the small tire is actually, well, it's 28 by 10.5. But to do the equivalency, since we ain't got that kind of measurement in here, we're going to be running a 275/60/16. So we should be pretty close to a small tire. It might be a little too tall for it, but I'm not sure. Might be a 29-inch actually. Never thought about that one. Depending where you go, that's still classified as a small tire. They're not going to know the difference. They don't check the tires in here, so we'll be good. Good. All right, there we go. Now we're going to run our way up here to the front. All right, now we're going to work on the front here. Coir first. Good. Now we're going to get the center cap off. Perfect. And get that wheel bearing out of the way. Get this caliper. After you spray it, of course. Let's get the brake pad rotor. Come on now, wheel hub. Get off of there. There we go. Backing plate. Doo-doo. Of course, we'd have the starter on it, right? Alright, now all these parts that we're taking off this car, we're just tossing them. We don't want them. Try to make as much money back as possible, you know what I mean? My goal is by the end of the year to have about 5 million in the bank here. That's my goal. I mean, we're doing a pretty good start at it so far, you know. We got 1.8 million in the bank. But I went and bought, missing a few things here we got to take off first. You know, like sway bar and length B, the outer tie rod, the inner tie rod. Now we got to take off the lower control arm. Good. Now we take off steering knuckle C. Everything's out on this side. Let's quickly run over to the other side. Get this tire up out of here. Doesn't need to be there in the month. I'm surprised that, you know, they're coming off as easy as what they are. Caliper cylinder, brake pad, rotor, center cap. All right, wheel bearing, wheel hub, backing plate. All right, upper control arm, the coil spring assembly, or coil shock assembly, I should say. Get the sway bar B end link out of the way, once we spray it, of course. Good. Let's get this outer tie rod gone. Be gone, tie rod, be gone. The inner one as well. Let's get the steering rack. Sway bar B. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice trip. All right, let's get this lower control arm out of here. This motor looks like it could be salvageable though. Might have to do, like I was saying, maybe we might do a day of just rebuilding and building engines. You know, it'll sound like a plan now, couldn't it? Alright. Let's yank the motor out of there. Good. Alright, now we're going to come on over here. Let's get the relay A, fuse B, fuse A, and the fuse block. We're good, good, good. Alright, perfect. Good, good, good. Alright, now we're going to strip the body down. Get it ready for the welder. Actually, looks like a brand new bumper on the front of this damn thing. Is it? Pretty damn close, I might have to say. Shit. Alright, let's get this interior out of here. Good. Back seat. Good. Work our way around to the rear. Let's get the trunk. Taillights. The rear color match bumper with the license plate. Good. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready for the welder now. Good. Alright, hop on that. Let's get that going over there. Let's come on over here. Let's start by putting the piston rings in. We got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the piston rings are in. Now with the rod cast, we got 8, 7 after this, 6. Come on, don't be like that right now. 5, 4. Little intermission, put the oil filter on. Looking pretty snazzy. Snazzy wazzy. Alright, now we're going to put this on. We've got 2 rod caps left. And then that big, beautiful red oil pan. Whew. Can't wait to see it. I think it's going to look spectacular on this motor. Good. I'm going to put the oil pan on. Awesome. Actually, that's a nice shade of red now, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to flip this motor over. Scratch out your drums first. Alright, I'm going to come to the front side of the motor. I'm going to put the crankshaft in. Maybe, if it'll let me. Alright, now I'm going to put the distributor base in. The rotor. The cap. The clip B, 1. The clip B, 2. Good. Let's put in the fuel filter. The coil B. Put in the cam gear, OHV V8. Put in the timing chain for the same style, OHV V8, or backwards, whatever, it's all the same. Timing cover, V8 OHV. Alright, we'll put on the water pump. Almost blends in with the timing cover. It's good. That's what we want. Put in the crank pulley. Pulley. Put in the power steering pump. V8. Good. Now we're going to put in the power steering belt. Now we can't put the alternator belt on until after we get the supercharger on it. So let's get these heads on. Good. Alright, now we're going to put this on. And then this. And as I say, there's 8 per side. 16 when you incorporate the rockers. I'm pretty sure I bought. I could be wrong. Wouldn't surprise me if I was. Oh yeah, we should have enough. Never took any out the other motor, and basically cleared our inventory, minus the fuses and relays and such. I have all them still. I'm going to put the rockers on. Let the valve train rock away, you know what I mean? Good. Alright. Now, what would be a name for this car? Red, black, and silver. The red leaflet? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, that looks good. I like that. That looks amazing. There we go. Perfect. We're making progress here. We're making progress. Huh. Forgot to do the step when the motor was upside down. Alright. Pressure plate, clutch plate, flywheel, and then the release bearing goes on next. Good. Alright, I'm going to spin this around. Put this cylinder head on. Good. Now we're going to put these push rods in. Good. Alright, we got a few more here. There we go. Alrighty. Now rocker for the valve train. You want to see the valve train rock. There we go. There we go. And another one right here. Good. And we got 2 left. And then we can almost seal up the motor. Once the superchargers and carburetors go on, the motor is sealed. Perfect. Now let's put in that spark plug. We're going to put in this exhaust manifold, the long tube headers. Very nice. Very nice, I have to say. Alright, now you're all ready for our silver plug wires? You all ready for that? I am. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's going to have a nice custom look to it. Alright, now the supercharger pump itself. Good. Now we put the supercharger belt on. Good. Now the alternator belt. Now the fan. Oh, that looks real good, actually, I have to say. Not that I have to, but I want to. Now, what I more or less build these vehicles, so it's something that I would drive. You know what I mean? And I would definitely drive this down the road. Especially that big honking motor in it. Woo, look at that. That is nice and sharp. Okay. Now, on to the car. We don't need this no more. Let's put this back. Let's put this back. Let's move you over to the test pass. We can put all the parts on it and such. Ooh, that's actually a nice green color. I like it. I don't like green, but I like that color. It's got a nice metallic flake to it. Or metal look, I guess. Something. There we go. Normal mode. Now we're going to put the multi-panels on. Good. My test door. Let's It's kind of how I knew how everything was going to look out, or look. I'm not putting the rear bumper on yet because that is painted already. So that's going to have to wait until after the car is painted before I put it on. Same with the front bumper, we're going to wait on that. Same with the mirrors. Let's put the windshield on because the mirrors are getting painted differently as well. The hood can go on. The headlight, yep. Jump on over here to the other side. Let's put this headlight on. Put this fender on. Alright, I'll bring this over to the paint shop. Here's where we're going to work our magic. First things first, let's get it cut down to nice primer color. Give her 2 coats of primer. But no dry time in between. It's the only way to have it, right? Perfect. Now we're going to throw some color on it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Especially with that chrome trim on it. Woo. Looking special. Now we're going to put another coat of red on. And see what kind of vinyls and graphics we got. Well, that's different, huh? You know what? Nah. Alright, so we're just going to hit it with another coat of red. Perfect. Now, we're going to slide this back on over to, this time, car lift A. Ooh, look how bright that is. That is a bright red. Woo! Alright, we'll move that over there. And while we're waiting for that just to cure just a bit more, I'm going to put some tires together here. These are the fronts, nice skinnies. Skinnies for the front, wides for the rear. Hell yeah, you know what I mean? It's the only way to be. Normally I have these done already, but I figured, what the heck, we'll do it all together. A little bit wider tire for the rear. Just a little wider. I mean, just a little bit wider. Alright, now we're going to quickly assemble these shocks. What? Oh no. How dare I forget something stupid like that. There we go. Thank God they don't need to be painted. Alright, leave that one there. Sink this one off. Sink this one off. Put the last one on here. Balance this big slick. Perfection. Now, I'm hoping that this car is around 1,000 horsepower. I'm hoping. However, this car is getting a 2-speed power glide put in it. So, good, good, good. All right, now, I may as well, right? We're here. There we go. Perfect. Good. Now let's put this car up in the air. Come on, car, come on. I mean, look how nice that looks. Nice and fresh. Alright, put in the fuel tank. The fuel pump. And yes, I know it's fuel. I call it fool. Because we're all fools for spending the amount of money we do on fuel. Alright, now we're going to put in the front bushing. Little bushing. There we go. I'm pretty sure I should have enough. Just enough. Perfection. And we're going to be dumping off all of our old parts that we don't need. There will be a few here that we're going to have to... Ooh, look at that. That looks good. Ah, crap. I did it again. Today is not the day for screw-ups. Why? Because I'm trying to do everything in... Well, minus the fact that we did have to cut a scene or two out, which is no big deal. It's just me walking back and forth. But we also cut out the travel time at the junkyard to and from the shop, which is okay because, you know, it's kind of a boring situation at that point. All right, now the brake drum. Now the wheel. Oh yeah. Ooh, that fills that up nicely. Ooh, that might be too big for it, actually. Uh-oh. Yeah, might be just a bit too big. I don't understand why. That's the same size tire I took off the car. Beats the heck out of me why that did that. Did me dirty like that, man. He's gonna cut the tire. Uh-oh. But it'd be good enough for the test, you know, running it through phases and such. Alright, let's put this leaf spring on now. Same process as the other side. Little bushings first. Normally you put the front one on to hold it up, but we're going to do the rear, now the front. I'm going to put on the leaf spring plate. Again, I put the wrong one on, of course, right? Should have painted all four of them that red. That would then, you know, would have been no, well, we put one on, who cares? Alright, put that U-bolt on. This U-bolt. Shock. Good. Now we're going to put on the rear axle knuckle housing B. Wheel hub 4. Solid drive axle. Good. So I forgot something. What did I forget? The upper, or the front shock absorber caps. These tires will have to be adjusted and cut down for size. So I might run 55s on the rear, like 275, 55, 16. Or I might even drop all four tires down to 15s. I don't know yet. Haven't figured that one out. We'll figure that out as time goes on. If it starts giving me issues at the drag strip, not wanting to run right, well then, yeah. Alright, outer tire, or inner tie rod I should say, on both sides. Let's get that put in. Alright, let's get these middle mufflers put in as well. When the motor gets dropped in, we can finish the rest of it. Good, good, good. I'm going to come over here to steering knuckle C. Put that into place. Good. Alright, upper control arm now. Good, good, good. Looking good, looking snazzy, looking fancy. Lower control arm. Put this silver shock in. Shock on, man. Actually, that looks pretty damn good, I might have to say. Looks different, you know. Kind of looks like a custom shock, you know, custom drag shock for it. There we go. And yes, I do a lot of red and blacks and silvers and such and such, but that's because that's, you know, my favorite colors. Well, not my favorites, but they look the best on almost any vehicle, so. I might have to widen these rims. Those wheels, man. Get this out of the way. Well, maybe not. The car's definitely going to have a rake to it, that's for sure. Alright, now we're going to start off by putting the steering knuckle C on. Outer tie rod. Good. We should have put the upper control arm first, but, you know, I don't work like that, in case anybody's noticed. I'm going to put the lower control arm on. Out of bushings, good, because we don't need any more. Shock coil assembly. Sway bar B, end link, you are next. Alright, now the backing plate. Good, wheel hub. Wheel bearing. Center cap. Aftermarket rotor. Carbon ceramic. Heck yeah, you're going to race and you got to do it right, right? That's right. Now this car, I know it's going to take the 2-speed power glide to it. So, all right, motor's in. Yeah, maybe I might keep the 16s on the front. I might drop the rears to 15s. Maybe not. It's hard to say. All right, let's pop the hood. Run on over here. Let's grab the engine hoist. Let's move this over to car lift A. Before we drop the motor in, let's get everything situated under the hood. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. Start with the fuse box. Put in some fuses and relays here. We got a couple A's, one B, one C, and we got a few other ones here. I'm not sure what they are. Won't know until we start putting them in. I've got an A, another A, a C. Wow, C's in the wrong spot. Was this a B? No, that's an A, and this one right here should be a B. Yep. All right, let's put the cover on that. Keep it all weather tight. Put the radiator C in. Let's put the master cylinder in. Put the power steering reservoir. You are next. And then we got the windshield washer reservoir, and we're going to save the battery until after the motor gets put in it, and we got it all filled up with fluids, man. Spin this back around, yank the motor off, get ready for the next build, which I'm hoping is the BMW 635. I'm hoping that's the next one anyway. Ooh, that looks... Wait, what are we doing here? Slow your roll there, guys, slow your roll. Alright, let's put some oil in it. Just try not to make a mess here. And then tomorrow morning is a GTA weekly update video. That'll be coming out bright and early. Let's clean up that mess. Good. Put some power steering fluid in this bad boy. And this is a guessing game because for some reason they decided not to turn so the gauge faces outwards. I don't have a clue if we're anywhere near the ballpark. We're getting there. We've got a couple more good goods to put in there. Perfect. Yeah, we went a little overboard, but that's okay. It's going to run through the system, so we're good. Alright, put some coolant in it. There we go. On to the back, to the brake fluid, which we should have did before we dropped this big old motor in, but whatever. I don't operate like that, in case y'all haven't noticed there, you know what I mean, man? Shit. Good. Now we're going to close the hood down, see what she looks like. Ooh, that looks good, I like that. Got nice blend of cooler. Alright, now we're under here. Let's go ahead and drop in the gearbox before we stick the downpipes in, which will be OHVDs. Ooh, that red starter really makes it pop. I think it does. Like I said, OHVD. And now the drive shaft, which we should have put in before those pipes, but you know, tomato. Alright, perfect. Now we're going to run this over to the test path, because it should be basically almost done. Now we are missing a few key factors on the body, which they won't really make a difference if we're running it, but I'm going to put them on there anyway. And if we don't put stuff in here, they won't let us run on the dyno. I guess a bird can fly in and smack off the windshield or something, or maybe there's seagulls or something hanging in the rafters and they're going to poop on my window. I don't know. But, you know, they won't let us run on the dyno if it's not complete. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to run on over here. I'm going to run into here. Let's head on over here. Ooh. Probably would have been cheaper for us to skip the other mirrors. What else am I missing in here? No, we're good. We're good. Alright, now we're going to run back on over here. Go into this mode. Into car building mode. I'm not sure I really care too much for that. CRS. Custom Classic Restoration Shop. Actually, I'm pretty sure our bumper's got to go somewhere in there. Good. I'd like to have the chrome, which I'm thinking maybe we'll get the chrome mirrors for it. I'm not sure. Now it should be basically 100%. Yep, perfect. Alright, we're going to do the headlights first. Since it's on this side, we're going to slide this up. Good. Drive this down, slide to the left just a bit. Continue on bringing her down. We're right in the money. Beautiful. Let's do over the wheels. Good. I'm going to cause us issues. Right rear is way out. Alright. Now it's dyno time. Alright. Perfect. Alright. I'm going to go tune this up here. I'm going to change this down to a 2-speed power glide. I'm gonna bump this all the way up to a 4. Let's try 456. We're gonna slide this down. We're gonna bring this all the way down to a 130. 130 should be good for the 8th mile, because that's all we're planning on racing with this car. And we'll run this to a 70. 70 seems to be the magic number with these old muscle cars. It really is. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about it. And we'll keep it there. Perfect. I'm not going to tune the carburetors or nothing like that. Maybe that's why I was having issues before. But anywho, factory horsepower is supposed to be 537 horsepower at 4,300 RPM and 744 pound-feet of torque at 2,800 RPM. Let's see how much we've increased it by, shall we? All right, perfect. Our new horsepower number is 1,034 horsepower at 4,300 RPM at 497 497 horsepower increase, 93%. And our new torque number, wow, look at that, 1,416 pound-feet of torque at 2,800 RPM, which is an increase of 673 pound-feet of torque, or 91%. Our drag rating is an A at 745. Ooh, she's a beast. She is a beast, man, a beast. Dang, look at that, eh? Isn't that pretty? I think that's pretty as heck, might have to say. But anywho, hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. And this is Andrew saying thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next episode. Bye, everyone. It's like that, just a trick, just a ha-ha. We're actually going to take this to drag strip right now. We got time, so let's get her done. Get her done, man. Let's get her done. Yeah, that's right. We're not skipping those scenes. We're going straight to the drag strip. We are driving there. All right, let's see if we can't win ourselves a King of the Sands Championship trophy. You know what I mean? We're gonna go 8th mile, Class A. Yeah, let's pay our $1,000 entry fee. Why not? What are we racing? We're going to be going against a BMW M1 Pro car. Piece of cake. I think that's what we're racing. Maybe not. Where'd he go? Well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. You know, this thing howling butt through the 8th. Got a little nervous during the beginning, man. He was hanging right with me, man. I was like, what the heck we got going on here? All right, let's see. Let's do a little bit of gambling here, shall we? They're both the same. Sorry, man, but I got to go with my man over here. What about this one? What is the deal with this? Was it Spectre Day? Huh. I don't know why, but for some reason something's telling me this guy. I don't know why. I just got that feeling. All right, my turn. What are we racing? I didn't even look to see what we were racing. Oh. A Porsche Carrera. Oh, we got lots of room between the wheel and the body. Never mind, I thought it was going to be worse than that. Alright. Not bad. This car's running consistently around the 6.23, somewhere around there. Ooh, not bad, you know. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Alright, now we're not going to be betting on this next one because I don't know who the heck's going to win it. Salem Spectre SR won it. Yeah. Was today Salem Day? Well, it was till I showed up and ruined everybody's fun. Like I said, it wasn't until I showed up and ruined everybody's fun. Alright, our reaction time's starting to get better with it. Alright, we're getting a little bit quicker now. We're 124 mile an hour. That's pretty quick for us. Alright. On to the last and finale. Let's see if we can't do this, huh? Did we just make a winning car for the shop? Where'd he go? Kind of like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, he doesn't even have more drag points than I did. Huh. Cool. All right. Thank you very much for the payday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now we're going to head back to the shop. Oh, I hope you all definitely enjoyed the episode now. We did everything. We painted all the parts. We put everything together. We assembled. You know, we built the motor. We built all the body panel. Or not built them, but we put all the body panels on. Sent that in for primer and paint. You know, we went to the drag strip. All in one episode. So, again, if you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. And we will catch you on the next episode. Bye, everyone. Hope you all have a good day, evening, afternoon, or night. Bye.